Bill Henshaw here again, your friendly local constitutional counselor from California. And this is my take on the situation with Kirk and President Trump. Um, and it's going to be different than what you're usually hearing. And it's very unfortunate what happened to Kirk. Obviously, it should never have happened. But these two understand it. They get it behind the scenes. And it's getting also the U.S. Supreme Court knows it. And the Attorney General, I think Bondi knows that the big trouble here is the 14th Amendment, and yet people like us are the ones that are called racist. And yes, I do use white supremacist arguments there, but that's the winner chicken dinner. Because if we get back to that and our federated Republican form of government of defined and limited powers, we have set the stage to change the course of American history. That's how good this is. And that gives you the reason, the motive anyway, for the New York gangsters, if they're the ones that are guilty here to go after people like Kirk, and maybe even me later, who knows? Because I know what it is, and I'm telling you what it is, and you've never heard it anywhere. And I didn't either back in the day, all the decades ago when I was in school, right outside of Washington, D.C. Never heard anything. The only thing we heard about President Johnson was he was the worst president ever. He got impeached. No, not landslide, Lyndon Johnson. Andrew Johnson. If I had gotten told what he was impeached for, my life would have been different back in the day. And you're going to learn all of that too. It's that good and that important. So send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, to get more information about that. But the situation is that we have to get the word out. And we have to make people understand that, yes, it's white supremacists, but we're not the racists here. When we get back to the original government of those racist founding fathers who ordained and established this Constitution to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, we will have come a long way back to doing the right thing here. And yes, Asians and Africans aren't our political equals. At least there's a lawful way to make that happen, by the way, but it sure as hell didn't happen back with Reconstruction and the war between the states. And that would be up for consideration. But that said, Asians, Africans, and everybody else would now have enforceable, creator-endowed, inalienable rights. And to illustrate the difference, you got these law enforcement thugs in Akron, Ohio, 8 of them who shoot Jalen Walker in the back 48 times. Nobody even gets indicted for involuntary manslaughter when they should all be on death row. And with the original system we had, they would be. I mean, my God, that's not first-degree murder. I'm very hard-pressed to know what would qualify as such. So it's all good news. Send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com, and we can discuss it a bit more. And, remember to get out there and tell your friends, like the videos, because the quicker we get out there and start making changes, the better it's going to be for you, your children, and your posterity. That's how important this is. So that said, send me an email, youwinnincourt@gmail.com. We can pick it up and go from there. You're going to love exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Thank you.